Exactly. This must lead to the Lastalia, but it's been sealed off.
Well, it looks like we beat Richard here.
Look! Look up there!
Richard, what happened to you?
What's happening?
I don't think his body can handle all of that Aleph he's been absorbing.
Richard, stop! Stop right there!
Shut up! All of you just shut up! I've come too far to let you stand in my way! We will survive!
Well, I must admit, I was not expecting this out of the blue. Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Tales of Crazy Zeph. On the last episode, we made it to the World's Eye in order to try and find a way to the center of the planet, in order to try and find a Lastalia to stop Richard from absorbing it. And in this episode, I was going to give a big introduction showing all of the changes that happened in between episodes, but I guess screw that battle. Just battle, go straight into it. I was not prepared for this. I thought I had to go up a little bit further before this fight started, but whatever, it's fine. I could get straight to the action quicker, I guess. But anyway, it's time to take on Richard! For a second time. And I have been training off screen, so I'm prepared for this. Just give it your worst, Richard. As you can see, my party can take it. So basically, the training that I was doing last episode wasn't to increase my levels, it was to increase my titles and how many titles that I have because of the events that have been happening in between episodes. On episodes, not in between episodes. A lot of titles that I have gotten now had new arts and new abilities, mainly Asbel's second mystic art, Resurrection for Sheria, and so forth. So that was the main purpose of the training, in order to get those very helpful moves. And hopefully this battle I'll be able to show off Asbel's second mystic art, and hopefully someone now can actually have a more powerful mystic art other than freaking Pascal, who already has their level 3, which is kind of nuts now that I think about it. Also, Jesus, Richard, we're utterly destroying you. I was not expecting this level of destruction, except you just killed Sheria. How could you? Isn't she supposed to be your friend? Well, anyway, she's alive now. Also, could you stop? No, none of that. No, don't go after healer. Don't go after healer. I hate this AI that knows to go after the healer. Also, Jesus Christ! Okay, never mind. You are still a threat. I will no longer underestimate you again. Also, crap, he got another Aleph break. Also, crap, he got me with another Mystic Art. Richard, Jesus, Richard, I'm already on the ground. You don't have to hit me anymore. Alright. Gotta break that Nova barrier of his. There we go. And then go on the offensive! Come on, guys. We can do this with the power of teamwork, which we've been working on. And mainly by that I mean leveling up. We can defeat Richard! And bring him back to his senses. Come on, buddy, snap out of it. This isn't you.
Not after I've made it this far. There's nothing else we can do, except grant him a quick and merciful end.
No, wait, stop! I can hear his voice. I hear Richard's voice.
Asbel.
Is that you? Richard!
And the pain is too much.
Yes, I'm right here for you.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Don't kill me. Please, Asbel. You are my friend. Who's there? Oh, it's you again. Protos Haze.
Protos Haze?
We saw that name in the Archive of Wisdom.
No, you're wrong. I'm Sophie. Richard. Let's make a friendship pact. Then everything will be okay.
Oh, Sophie. Die.
Sophie!
What the?
Sophie! Sophie! Talk to me! Please open your eyes! No!
The time has come. I have finally arrived. And now there is no one who can stand in my way!
Everyone run! If we don't move now, then we won't make it out of here alive!
Sophie! Sophie!
Asbel, we have to go!
Damn! Sophie! Sophie! Come on, Sophie! Wake up!
Her wounds are healed now. I just don't understand what's going on.
Sophie!
Thank goodness you're awake. I'm so glad. Asbel. Sharia. What happened to me?
Richard attacked us. You've been unconscious for a while.
What happened to him?
He was enveloped by some kind of strange cocoon. And we don't really know what became of him.
Richard. Sophie, try to hold on. What happened to everyone? Where are you? Everything's a blur. What? Where did you go? I can't see you. Sophie, tell us, what's wrong?
We're right here, Sophie.
Can you see anything?
Your faces are getting blurry. I can't see. This could be an after effect from the attack. If we don't help her, she might lose her sight.
No.
It's no use. I can't seem to heal her with either arts or medicine.
We've got to do something. What else can we try?
Well, she won't get any better just lying on the ground. Let's find an inn or something.
No. I'm not letting this happen again. I'm not having another Ignis. For a second there, Richard seemed to come to his senses, and then just did what he did. God damn it, why is this port so far away from the city capital? Don't worry, Sophie. We're gonna get you to the inn, and then you'll be right as rain. Guess that's about all we can do at the moment. Man, I was gonna go over all of the changes that I did in between episodes and everything, but now is not the time for that. Alright, here we go. Okay, just one bed. Or many beds. We just need the one, though. It's fine. Let's rest at the inn.
How's she doing? A little better. At least she's sleeping now.
Sophie.
Hey, Asbel. This is gonna sound weird, but I don't think Sophie's human. At least not like us.
What do you mean by that?
Hey!
Don't yell at me! She's just not reacting like a normal person, you know?
Human or not, she's still in pain. If you're suggesting we just abandon her...
Whoa, whoa, Asbel, she's not suggesting that in the slightest.
Oh, geez, what's wrong with you? No, I'm trying to help.
Pascal of all people would want to see Sophie okay. Come on, dude, you know better than that.
Do you remember when I mentioned Phaudra back at the Archive of Wisdom? I remember you saying that Proto's haste came from there.
And that Proto's haste stopped Lambda from destroying the Valkanus.
Well, if Richard is right, and Sophie is Proto's haste, then there might be a way to help her. But we'll have to take her to Phaudra.
Okay, sure, we'll just do that. So where is this Phaudra?
Look, guys, if arts don't work and medicines don't work, then we're about out of options. Of course, I can't promise this'll work either. Richard could have been lying or crazy or whatever. And the records in the archive were totally old. So yeah, it might not work, but I think it's the only shot we have.
How would we get to Phaudra? I can't just let Sophie suffer like this. It's my turn to save her for once. So please, get me to Phaudra. I'll do whatever it takes.
And what? The rest of us will just sit here and wait for your return? Everyone feels the same as you, Asbel.
Wait, are you sure?
Well, we made it this far together, so why not?
Of course! We've come this far, haven't we?
I share the same sentiments as Pascal, for a change apparently.
Thanks, everyone. Then let's get to Phaudra and figure out how to save our friend.
Right.
Okay.
If we're lucky, we might even learn something about what happened to Richard.
What do you mean? I think Richard is connected to that Lambda guy.
Wait, you do?
Yeah, so we should keep our eyes open and try to learn as much as we can. But first we need to go back to the Archive of Wisdom, because I totally don't know how to get to Phaudra. But once I figure that out, we'll head there toot sweet.
What's that even mean?
Ah, there you are, Pascal.
Poisson and the Overseer.
The captain said you were in trouble, so we came here right away. The Overseer has concluded her discussions with Chancellor Eigen. Fendel has pledged us their full support.
Well, that's good. Right?
The information you seek will not be found in the Archive of Wisdom. Instead, you will need to visit our other archive, the Lost Archive.
We have another archive?
Of sort. Long ago, you see, we Marcians lived in a place far from our current home. When we left, we were unable to bring all that we had acquired, and so some items were sealed away.
Oh, that's cool. So where is this other archive?
In a Stratton city called Sable Isole.
It won't be easy to reach Sable Isole from here. Fendel and Strata aren't on good terms, and no ships sail between here and there.
It is already taken care of. The Overseer has graciously arranged for Chancellor Eigen to provide a ship.
Wait, seriously? Damn. You've been a lot of help, Poisson, and the Overseer too, of course. I was not expecting the Amarcians to also have been in Sable Azule. That means they've been in Fendel, Strata, and Windor. You Amarcians really get around, you know that?
It is waiting in the harbor and ready to sail upon your word.
Thank you. This will be a great help.
We will watch over your friend Sophie while you are gone. There is no need for concern.
Thank you, Poisson. Hang in there, Sophie. We're going to make you better. I promise.
And for now, Sophie will leave the party. It appears this treasure chest requires a password somehow related to this location. Well, I have no idea what that is, and to be honest, that's not really what I should be worried about right now, so I'll worry about it later. Your ship is ready and waiting. When the preparations are complete, please make your way to the port. I will do. Also, I really like that little hop in her step that Poisson has whenever she tries to turn to talk to you. I don't know, it's just cute. Nice attention to detail in the animation. Anyway, I guess now is as good a time as ever to basically go over what I've changed, because I didn't get the chance to at the start of this episode. So, now Asbel and Sharia and Hubert and basically everyone has at least gone to level 43, which is super cool. But the main things that I've changed are Malik's weapon, which you may have noticed in the background. Which I didn't notice that was a bird on the fork to begin with. I thought that was like, I don't know, I thought it was like dripping honey or something like that, because it just didn't look very natural from looking at where I'm sitting with the picture. But yeah, I got this joke. This is Malik's joke weapon, which I got by combining with the Platinum Bladerang. So not only did we loot Kurt's body to get the Platinum Bladerang, but we also took it and went, I'm gonna turn this sucker into a fork. I guess that's one way to respect his memory, but I also had another Platinum Boomerang, and I turned that into a scrapper because I thought, why the hell not? I personally prefer the Peepinator because I like that its lowest CC is 11 as opposed to 7, so I think that is very useful. But those are the main changes. Also, as I said before, Asbel got his second Mystic art, which I haven't had a chance to test out, and a few other characters have gotten some new arts, so very exciting. I hope Sophie will be okay while we're gone.
If what Pascal says is true, then that means...
Asbel, I know what you're thinking, and you don't have to feel that way. It doesn't matter what we find out. To us, Sophie will always be Sophie, right?
Huh?
Whatever truths we learn will only help us understand Sophie better. Even with everything that's happened, I'm just glad that I had a chance to get to know her. She's meant the world to us, and nothing is going to change that.
You're right. All the things we've done, all the memories we share. We have to protect Sophie. It's the only option.
That's more like it. That look fits you much better than when you're down.
You're really sweet, Sharia.
Huh? Where did that come from?
Just take the compliment. It's more than you've been getting from him thus far. Also, Asbel, once all of this is done, we're gonna have to sit down with Sophie and have a chat about how maybe friendship can't protect us from everything, including taking a giant sword beam to the head. Let's just say the friendship pact idea didn't pan out probably as well as you'd hope it would. Yeah, that's probably a thing that we're gonna need to talk over once all this is done. Anyway, let's take this long freaking path back to the port. I still can't believe how... I mean, it makes sense. It's just, I feel like it could be a shorter trip.
Sophie?
You are not supposed to be out of bed, young lady.
What are you doing outside? You should be in bed.
I'm sorry. She insisted on seeing you. I'm coming with you.
Yeah, that's a good one. No, you're not.
I can't stay in bed while you fight for me. And I won't get better here. I want to be with you. I won't get in the way. I promise. So please, please let me stay.
Sophie. All right, but no heroics, okay?
Thanks, Asbel. This is a letter from Chancellor Eigen to the President of Strata. I believe the Chancellor wishes to mend ties between the two countries. If ever all countries needed to work together, that time is now.
We understand. We'll make sure the letter arrives safely. The quickest way to Sable Azole is through Ol Rey, so we should head there first. They won't be pleased to see a Fendolian ship sail into port, but I'm sure we can explain the situation.
Imagine, sailing from Fendel to Strata. These are indeed interesting times.
And this is for you, Pascal. Oh, cool! This little doodad will let us send messages back and forth.
Wait, this thing is used to send messages? Seems a little out there for that sort of thing, doesn't it?
I'll contact you immediately if anything changes.
All right, let's get going.
God, that little hologram thing is very distracting. We got the Chancellor's letter. Oh, sorry, the Chancellor's letter. A letter from the Chancellor of Fendel to the President of Strata proposing cooperation. And the Pigeon Communicator, a pigeon-like mechanical device received from Poisson used for long-distance communication. Hey, I'm not going to say no to that. Also, Malik now got the Pensive Sage title, which is very important because, similar to Asbel, this is where his second Mystic Art is located. Blistering Waltz, so definitely equip that, and we'll work on that in the background. Alright, let's head on out! Man, we can get all the help we can right now. Also, Fendel proposing cooperation with Strata would be a nice change of pace to the bad luck that we keep on getting ourselves into. And hopefully Poisson doesn't feel too disheartened that Sophie didn't want to stay with her. I'm sure she understands. Poisson is a very, at least she gives off the impression of a very, sensible character.
Are you okay, Sophie?
You need help?
Man, you really should not be out walking about. As bad as my grandfather whenever he gets ill. He always feels like he has to be moving about even when he's got a freaking fractured leg. That was an interesting time.
I'm fine. Thank you both. We're on the ocean. I can't see it, but I can smell it. We rowed a boat together when you were little, didn't we, Asbel?
Yeah, we rode on lots of boats.
Yeah, when we went to Verona.
You wanted to sail around the world with everyone someday. Your dream came true, Asbel. Though I haven't recovered my memory yet.
Yeah, I guess it did.
Still, I'm happy we can travel together.
Sophie, you should get some sleep.
I'm fine. Everything is blurry, but I see lots of blue. I wonder if I'll lose my sight completely.
Come on, no. Don't say that.
I'd miss seeing all my friends. I guess it's good that I can still remember you. Sharia has pretty hair, and Asbel has a kind smile. Remembering these things makes me happy, even if I won't see them anymore. So I'll be fine.
Why are you talking like you've already given up?
Oh, Sophie.
We'll find a way to heal you. I promise.
Even if I'm not like you?
Of course.
What do you mean?
Nothing. It's nothing.
You can't just go saying it's nothing when you say something like that. It always means that it's something. Every time. Let's just head to Strata. It's been a while since we've been here properly, huh?
Geez, these jerks really know how to make a girl feel welcome.
Considering we're the first ship from Fendel to ever dock here, it's hard to blame them.
Lieutenant Oswell, sir! Fools! Stand down at once! I'm terribly sorry, Lieutenant. If we'd had known it was you, this never would have happened.
That's cool. We come all the way here to say that he's defected. Yep, he's Fendolian now. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I better not joke about that.
Apologies are unnecessary. You were right to be wary of such a vessel. Now, please tell us where to find the President.
He's traveling here to interview witnesses who've seen the situation at World's Eye. He's slated to stop at Sable Izoli on his way.
Excellent. Then we can deliver this letter to him in person. Let's hurry to Sable Izoli before we miss him.
Right, of course. And Sharia acquired the Embracer of Truth title, and I think... hang on. Yeah, this is where she learns her second mystic art. How did I specifically remember never getting everyone's second mystic art. Even though they're all story related. How did I... was I seriously that much of an idiot that I didn't realize that's what that symbol meant? Oy vey. I was really bad at playing this game. Jesus. Anyway, what have you got to say, good sir? We're looking for the sunken ship's cargo. I mean, we're kind of doing important business right now, so can that wait? Anyway, we made it to Strata, so I feel like this will be a good place to end off the episode. So, if you enjoyed this episode, then be sure to do all of that junk that I keep on saying to do, and I will meet you guys next time as we head on over to Strata in order to hand over the letter and find the lost archive, which will tell us how to get to Fodra. See you guys then.